Welcome to Math 171 online for the spring semester of 2021 at Alamance Community College. My name is Kimberly Mullis and I am excited to be your instructor for this class. So we are starting class on February the 9th, and here when you log in to Moodle, you'll see the first unit is already populated. So along the left you'll see our weekly folders for this first unit. So I encourage you to go through the course overview first, which I'll walk through some of that with you, and then you can begin work on the regular weekly folders. Okay. First and foremost, I would like to welcome you again and just remind you that I am here for you. This is an online class, and I know that sometimes taking an online class, especially a math class, can be challenging and it can be an isolating experience, but I don't want that to be the case for you. I would like very much for you to feel connected with myself and your peers, and so if you are having trouble with any concepts, if you need to meet with me, I'll be happy to do that, or I can send you videos, emails, etc. There are multiple ways for us to connect and for me to give you the assistance that you need. All right, so to get established in the class, you want to complete the introductory assignment. So the mandatory assignment is due February the 16th, okay? If you don't do it, then you're dropped from the course. So it is very important. Okay, our welcome video, you're watching that now. So I know you've seen that, okay? Also, in addition to that welcome video, you'll notice below the first day activity, that is the orientation that I was telling you about. So that introductory quiz, that orientation quiz, is what you need to do the first day. So go ahead and get that out of the way. Again, the due date, the absolute latest, is February 16th. But don't wait until then. Go ahead and establish your attendance in the class because you don't want to be dropped, okay? Lab assignment. So there are some labs in the class. They are in Moodle, okay? And what you will do is you will download the lab. You'll complete it paper and pencil, old school, just like you would a regular math assignment, and then you're going to upload it to me as a PDF document, okay? Adobe Scan is a really simple way to scan documents from your phone, and you can upload those PDFs to Moodle directly from your phone, okay? So I have an instructional video for you posted if you'd like to use that method. But keep in mind, you can use any method you want to scan documents to me as long as I get them in a PDF form, okay? Another important thing that I want to make you aware of is that we do have a math center with tutoring services. So if you need help, again, I'm a resource, your classmates, and we also have the math center, and you can seek help virtually with them. Okay, so there's more information. You can click on those chapters to explore the math center information. Also, in this overview, I have the pacing guide with all of our due dates. So this is very detailed, but again, it maps out the entire semester for you so that you will know exactly when everything's due. So if you have some important things coming up in life that you know is going to be taking your time and you need to pace yourself around that, then you'll know exactly what you're going to need to do for my class. So plan accordingly. So that's all that's in the overview folder. In the week 1 folder, here's where we're going to jump in, okay? The first thing I'd like for you to do is read the syllabus, okay? And we're going to go over that in just a moment together. But first of all, let's just talk about the Moodle in general. So each weekly folder contains an overview, and you will have your assignments, okay? So you'll have a checklist of assignments. You will have recommended videos to watch for the unit. So when you click on read more, you'll get access to those videos. In the discussion board, I encourage you to use that to communicate with myself and your classmates. If you need help or want to talk about something that's a good space, a good public space, if it's something that you would just like to talk with me about, then you can send me an email or private message me through Moodle. Okay, so the checklist of assignments is right here. So if you click on each weekly checklist, it tells you exactly what you need to do and in what order you need to do it. Okay, so these are all the things you're going to be doing in the first week along with those due dates. Okay, so going back just briefly to the first folder, you'll see the syllabus. So that's the first task that's in week 1. So we're going to view that now for just a moment. So again, my name is Kimberly Mullis. And I do want to encourage you, again, to reach out for help. I have online office hours. There's a dedicated hour that I've set aside Wednesdays at noon for students. So if you would like to meet with me on Wednesdays at noon, that's a time that is good for me. But I can also schedule something by appointment, and my Zoom meeting ID is right there on the syllabus. Okay, we're going to be using the pre-calculus text by Blitzer. Okay, and you will need the MyMathLab access code in order to do your homework, okay? You will need a graphing calculator for the class, so make sure you have that available. Okay, and so just as an overview of what MAT171 is about, it's a pre-calculus algebra class. So that means you learn all the algebra skills that you'll need, right, to master the fundamentals, the very basics of algebra that prepares you for calculus. So that's why this is called pre-calculus, because it's a precursor. You get the skills that you need to succeed in upper level math. So in terms of online success, math classes can be a struggle online, so there are some tips that I've laid out here. You want to make sure that you establish a good workspace, right? Make sure it's quiet, you have good internet, stay organized, right? You want to make sure that you take good notes and, document everything, manage your time wisely. You're going to need at least 6 to 9 hours a week to work on this class, right? So make sure you have that time set aside. Don't miss due dates. Okay, make connections with your classmates and myself, okay? So we need to work together to make sure that you get through the class successfully, so reach out. Don't feel alone, all right? Know your resources. I mentioned the tutoring center earlier. That's certainly a resource, and there are other resources as well on campus for various needs. Okay, the student learning outcomes contains it is a list that contains all the things that we're going to learn about. So basically, we're going to learn about solving equations, inequalities. We're going to graph, and then we're going to compose things like or construct things such as the composition and inverse of functions, okay? And so we also are going to use what we learn, these functions, to model real-world phenomenon. Okay, attendance. You have to complete, as we mentioned a moment ago, the intro assignment by February the 16th. Okay, that's a must, all right? Now, if you're not doing your math, then you're falling behind and you're not attending. So therefore, you have to log into Moodle and MyMathLab, and you have to be working, okay? So if you do not complete assignments for 2 entire weeks and you don't communicate with me, you will be dropped, okay? So don't just disappear on me, okay? Now, if you go 14 days without doing any math, you're seriously behind, okay? So please make sure you're staying on top of things, staying in communication with me, okay? Your academic evaluation outlines how your grade is determined. Your homework is worth 15% of your grade, as are your quizzes. Labs are 10%, tests are 40%, and then the final exam is 20% of your grade. We're on a 10-point grading scale. Okay, and that pacing guide that I posted for you in Moodle is also on your syllabus, so you'll know exactly when everything is due. These are the homeworks and the quizzes. All the My Math Lab material is here. Keep in mind also that you have labs in Moodle that will be assigned from time to time. Okay, and so continuing on down, there's a description of the assignment type. So again, homework and quizzes are in My Math Lab, labs are in Moodle, tests are in My Math Lab. Your final exam is cumulative and you have to take it or you get a course grade of 0. Okay, and finally down here are those services that I was talking about, the resources that are so important that you may need to seek out. So make sure that you're aware of those. Okay, and so that brings us to the end of our time together here in this video. Again, if you need me, let me know. Just give me a shout out and I will meet with you however we need to in order to get your questions answered. I look forward to a great semester and have fun.